Here come the #1 ranked pair in the world. That is Kuaiman leading in her teammate Lin Shidong. Well, many would say they are the champions-elect, but they must get past Eduard lonescu and Bernadette Szőcs of Romania if they are to seal their place in the final. Well, they are going for their 4th Smash title in a row. The Chinese pair, are they beatable? Well, lonescu and Szőcs, this is their best ever showing at a Smash level. Reached the round of 16 at the US Smash and the round of 16 at the Singapore Smash. So this is 2 better for them. Can they go all the way to the final? That's how they line up the world #1 pairing against the Romanian pair for Europe, who bring a mixture of youth and experience. Lonescu just 20 years of age, Szőcs 10 years his senior, and they'll be hoping to cause the upset of upsets today. Ingrid Bogren is once again in the chair for this one, overseeing today's final match of the opening session.
Players, come for the toss.
Some last words of advice for this Romanian pair.
Players.
Bernadette Szőcs was left hanging there, going for the high five.
Black or red? Red. You have black, Lin and Wow. Red. Receive. You serve. This side. Who will start? Kuai.
Well, Kuaiman and Lin Shidong, what can we say about them? The world #1 pairing at the top of the standings by quite some distance. Winners of the China Smash, winners of the US Smash, the Singapore Smash. I mean, you can't look past them, really, can you, Fraser, making it through to the final after today's semi?
Absolutely not, Rebecca. Great to be with you here. I mean, they might not be the world champions, but they're looking for their 4th Smash title on the bounce together as a mixed doubles pair. That is simply unfathomable to say how young they are.
Yeah, absolutely. We forget, don't we, just how young they are, this Chinese pair, because we've got Lin Shidong, who's also world #1 in the men's, and he's still just 20 years of age.
Yeah, he's an absolute pocket rocket, and alongside Kuaiman, these two are incredible. Kaufman and Franziska threw the kitchen sink at them. It was an incredible performance by a relatively new pairing. It finished in the decider, and then they eased past the former Olympic bronze medalists Lin Minru and Zhang Yijing of Chinese Taipei. So an easier match for them in the quarters than in the round of 16.
And just what is it that makes them so effective?
The power on both wings, their ability to read serves, to flick, to see off points with faded finishes, and they're just so strong on the counter. But look at these two, they've not dropped a game yet this entire event. They beat the Swedes, they then beat former World Championship bronze medalists Wang and Du of Hong Kong, China, and overcame the Indians, the top Indian pairing, Chitale and Shah. So they're in fine form themselves.
Yeah, absolutely amazing that they've yet to drop a game all week here in Sweden. And they only started playing together last year, Fraser, so a relatively new partnership as well, and they've gelled very well together since.
Yeah, they really have. Bernadette Szőcs has been one of the best players in Europe for a while, and she's the world #16, so she's the highest ranked player from Europe. You know, this young man as well, lonescu, very promising. He took a game off Moragard in the men's singles, but lost in 4.
Well, the fan vote very much in favour of the top seeds, perhaps unsurprisingly. But you mentioned Szőcs in the singles. Well, she was seeded 16 there. She's been knocked out of her singles campaign, so she will be fully focused on the doubles here. Normally we see her playing alongside Eduard lonescu. They're ranked 22 in the world as a pair, and alongside Eduard lonescu, the youngster here, the 20-year-old, they are ranked 39 together. So Bernadette Szőcs brings a lot of doubles experience to the table, doesn't she?
She really does, and of course she's a world silver medalist in women's doubles with Sofia Polkanova, so not someone to sniff at in a doubles encounter.
And what can we expect from her in terms of guiding the younger player? Because she's very fiery, isn't she?
She's very fiery and she's very spinny, Szőcs.
First game, quiet serve, level.
Oh, goodness.
Love one.
Brilliant rally to kick things off.
Absolutely outrageous backhand there from lonescu. I was about to talk about Szőcs, but let's have a look at this one again. A couple of great ones in there. But about Szőcs, I mean, she's been one of the biggest threats to Team China in modern history. She's taken down Chen Qintong. She's beaten the Olympic champion Cheng Meng on 2 separate occasions. Very clever player.
And I love the work rate as well from Szőcs. You can see her there just hopping from side to side, making sure all bases are covered.
Yeah, she's a very bouncy player.
Got a big forehand as well.
Yeah, she laid down the law there. Great timing, coming right over the ball. She nearly finishes in a horizontal manner with the racket, Szőcs.
Well,
Lin and KUAI both still involved in their respective singles campaigns. KUAI will be playing later on this evening against Shi Jinyao of China in the women's singles round of 16.
4-2.
Slips there, UNESCO falls to his bottom there. Oh, yeah. Did well, though, Lin Shidong, to play that line. Look at that. He was in the way there, the youngster. Szőcs couldn't get past him to make the backhand back.
4-3.
Well, the plan was right from UNESCO, wasn't it? Szőcs just then couldn't follow it up.
They're playing a fantastic game here so far. You just wonder how long it takes before kuaiman and Lin Shidong grow used to their antics.
4-4.
Are they beatable, though, KUAI and Lin Shidong?
Oh, definitely. They were beaten at the World Championships by Maharu Yoshimura and Satsuki Odo in an absolute thriller.
4-5.
But that kind of dominance, you know, in terms of looking for their 4th Grand Smash title, that's just unprecedented, isn't it?
It is, it is. These are the 2 players that are leading China's new generation.
Let 4-5.
Not just leading China's new generation, but leading the world's standings.
Exactly. 2 old heads on young shoulders. And China haven't been tested like this in a very, very long time. So there is a lot of pressure on these 2 players on screen. China have dominated for basically 2 decades.
6-5.
And they'll be the ones to preserve that. The protectors of the realm.
They have got the left-hand, right-hand advantage here, the Chinese pair.
Oh my goodness.
5-7.
That might end up being one of the best rallies of the day, Rebecca. One of the best fanning backhands I've ever seen there. Played by UNESCO. Lin Shidong, with all of his feeling, fends it back. Szőcs had to play the residual spin. kuaiman countering. Wow, that was absolutely jaw-dropping.
They enjoyed that one, didn't they? Great reactions afterwards. Szőcs going for the fanning backhand there. Ionescu can't get the point finished off, but they still do have the lead. Did we expect this at this juncture?
No. You would never be surprised to see Lin and KUAI beat anybody 3-0 outside of, I'd say, Sun Ying-Shao and Wang Chuqin, who are the world champions, but, you know, at their stage, focusing more now on the singles rather than playing all 3 events at every smash.
Well, great balance there from Szőcs. She played that from a very difficult position.
And momentum-wise, that was a very important point to win.
Yeah, single point game at the minute, but we are getting towards the closing stages of it.
8-7.
Well, that's his favourite shot, that backhand. And he's disappointed that he missed it, the 20-year-old. Can't believe it.
He looks absolutely shocked. Oh, and another goes long.
9-8.
Now, he just needs to keep a lid on these emotions now, doesn't he, the youngster? Perhaps this is where Szőcs comes in and just tells her teammate, just calm down.
8-10.
2 game points then for KUAI and Lin, having forced 3 errors from the racket of Ionescu.
He's just lost his cool a little bit here. It's all right letting it out between the points, but you've got to try and reset before the point.
Wow.
11-8.
Szőcs gave it a good go.
KUAI.
Couldn't save the game points. And Lin Shidong, kuaiman take the opener, but it was a tight one.
Yeah, they might have won by 4 points overall, but I think there was one moment in there which changed the outcome, and that was the Ionescu backhand miss. Game 1 to the Chinese top seeds.
所以他球的时候可以逼他们，对不对？要你看男孩拿他，你发完他也没办法，啊，女孩要上去也轻，一上去就偷他，他轻你啊，你偷他就完了。
Here's a look then at the mixed doubles standings. kuaiman, Lin Shidong at the head of the summit by quite some distance, almost double the number of points to their nearest closest opponents, in Jung-hoon and Shin Yu-bin, who are second best of the rest, but they are quite some way ahead. kuaiman and Lin Shidong utterly imperious at the summit of the standings there. Game number 2 then, and it was the missed backhand by Eduard Ionescu. Do you think that then set the tone for the remainder of the opening game? That really threw off the Romanians?
Yeah, I think so.
Second game, Szőcs to serve.
Szőcs was trying to calm him down a little bit, but he couldn't forgive himself. The importance of winning 1 point can't be underestimated, yet you have to forget that it happened, or at least sweep it under the carpet, and that's so difficult to do as a table tennis player. So difficult to do for anybody.
2.
I mean, of course, he is still young. He's 20 years of age. But then again, so is Lin Shidong. kuaiman just 21.
One, 2.
Szőcs disappointed with how she tackled that one. Tricky one to play, though, from under the table.
2.
There's some power on that Shidong forehand.
Yeah, the half-long ball is the most common length of serve at the top level of table tennis. Causes a bit of indecision. And there you see Lin Shidong on the backhand. He has mastered the timing. He has the best backhand I've ever seen, Lin Shidong. And I've seen some good ones, Rebecca.
Oh, we've seen some good ones today, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength there. But over the years, you've seen masterful penal backhands like Guang Hao's. You've seen the likes of Kalinikos Krianga. You've seen so many. I mean, Ovcharov's. There's so many players at this event who've got incredible backhands, but Lin's has to be the best. Look at it.
5,
It
2.
is just dismissive.
But also, it looks so simple.
He knows where the ball's going, and he knows exactly what point to strike the ball in terms of how soon after it bounces. As I said, the timing is phenomenal.
Left, 2,
The risk is, though, he's
6.
looking for that backhand quite a lot. So he's got to make sure he's still a forehand-orientated player for the
7.
most part. There's only so far you can get as a backhand-orientated player.
He's got pretty far with it, though, hasn't he?
He has. But look,
7, 3.
He didn't come away with any medal at the World Champs as the world #1. Not in men's doubles, not in mixed doubles, not in men's singles. So, you know, he's still got a lot to improve, even though he is the world #1. And that's encouraging, isn't it?
Left.
I mean, it's scary,
7,
really.
It's scary.
3.
He has the
7,
chance
4.
of becoming unstoppable, Lin Shidong.
Got time on his side as well.
And the same can be said for kuaiman. So you've got kuaiman and Chen Yi, you've got Lin Shidong, you've got Wen Rubo. He was impressive yesterday against Calderano.
And he was outstanding.
4, 8.
In the men's singles, round of 32.
But here, despite their efforts, I mean, such they're getting in with a great spinny ball, having nothing to show for it. And then in quiet gelling now. Yeah.
4,
Very
9.
optimistic effort from UNESCO. That wasn't really there.
Nine, 5.
We might not have long left in this match the way Lin and Kuai are oozing through, but these two have done very well to get to the semis. To say they're a
10,
newly
5.
established pair, Rebecca, you know, so impressive.
Yeah, that's right. And it's not as if they've had any fluky results either. Not dropping a single game en route to this semi. It shows how consistent and strong they've been. Speaking
11,
of consistent and
5,
strong, it's kuaiman and Lin Shidong who wrap up the
5,
second game. And they made that one look easy, didn't they? Compared to the first, in which the Romanians took the lead. Couldn't maintain it, though, and it looks as though the top seeds are now very much into a rhythm. Looking to wrap this one up in straight games. The Romanians have one game left to try and impose themselves here. Well, it's striking, isn't it, just how well this Chinese pair move around the table. We can have a look at the heat map there, showing just where they've been manoeuvring.
So you see the red circle there on Lin Shidong and kuaiman's side. That's the footwork of kuaiman as the left-hander. She's barely having to ever play any wide forehands from the forehand half. Lin Shidong is the one coming in to play the forehand from the middle. He's the one who's staying
Third game,
on his half, ripping
serve.
backhands for fun
Level.
against these two right-hander players who are
One,
having to chase
love.
the ball more, who are having to get out the way of each other more. It's an uphill battle, and it was, to be honest,
One,
from the get-go.
all.
It was, but there's that Ionescu backhand flick. That's the kind of shot he wants to get in. That's the one that turned out to be the kind of crucial turning point in game one, that missed
2,
backhand flick.
1.
Got that one in though.
kuaiman here just giving herself a talking to.
2, all.
I feel like sometimes kuaiman is caught off guard, and I think that sometimes she's not as confident as what the coaches will feel she should be. Oh, an incredible shot from
3,
UNESCO, a
2.
scyther of a chop block, but it was still returned. Yeah, in their World Championship quarter-final match against Yoshimura and Oda, I think kuaiman was getting a bit nervous, to be honest, from what I rewatched. Doesn't want that happening here.
2, 4.
It's interesting to say, given that she is a top 10 player, she's an important player for China as well.
Yeah.
She's used to being on the big stage.
But it was because they were expected to win the world title.
Timeout.
By world ranking, of course, Sun and Wang at that point were back-to-back world champions.
dat-o până în boschet.
Chestiile astea rămân un pic în aer, trebuie să ne ducem aproape, să ne ducem în minge soată, ca să putem să o dăm cum trebuie. Și dăm, practic, prima o avem, o dăm spre revers când sunt departe. Asta e, ne ducem mai aer și bine am fost cu de tur, trebuie să continuăm păstrarea, are pe lateral.
Am să dea o paletă și până m-am așezat, am dat până în boschet.
Gândim, că e departe, trebuie să dăm foarte tare. Să dăm și un pic mai mult.
Asta era mingea mea.
Aia. La față, dacă o ești la până, o să mai faci ce pot să fac acolo lângă pictură. Devine un piel. Scurtul ăla rămâne baza și se fac acolo. Acolo s-a chiar și extra la foreign soft. E foarte important să...
Here we go then. This is how the rest of the week looks. Today is day 5, men's and women's singles round of 16. We've had the quarterfinals of both men's and women's doubles as well. And this is the semi-final of the mixed doubles. 3 more days of action to come in Malmö, with the finals days on Saturday and Sunday.
2-4.
Well, KUAI hangs her head back in frustration. Clearly feels she should have done better with that serve. With the receive, rather.
Well, they escaped there, the Chinese, because it wasn't the best touch there from Kuaiman by any stretch of the imagination. But Lin Shidong's retrieval ability right up there.
Well, you don't need a big arm span, do you? And you've got reflexes as fast as that.
Yeah, and they know where the ball's going, because the shot that they've played is designed to limit the options of the opponent. Oh, lovely.
4-6.
Yeah, a few more like those from Ionescu, and he might begin to settle a bit.
But KUAI is miscontacting that reverse pendulum serve. She didn't intend to make it that bouncy.
Let 4-6.
How cavalier was that from Shidong?
It was a good attempt at the return from such, but it was ambitious.
Let 4-7. Seven, 5.
Well, just the 2 points in it. Do you think that the Romanian pair can get it done in this game?
And come back?
Potentially.
Potentially. Well, he's played another ridiculous top block, Ionescu. They're doing their best out here. Not much more you can say. They're just up against the best pair on the planet right now. A pair going for their 4th consecutive smash title.
6-8.
Unfathomable, really, isn't it? The other semi-final, Sora Matsushima and Satsuki Odo, the number 4 seeds, taking on Im Jong-hoon and Shin Yu-bin, the number 2 ranked pair in the world.
6-9.
That'll be an interesting one, and of course Satsuki Odo is fresh off the back of an amazing win against Zhu Yuling.
Yeah, of course, huge win over the US Smash champion.
Good serve, but yeah.
10-6.
Clever return.
Clever return to bring up 4 match points.
10-7.
Genius there from Ionescu. He's done it again with the forehand flick, nullifying the spin on the reverse pendulum. KUAI will want to try and improve this serve going forward in this event. Well, I guess it's the final next, so in her career, I should say. Oh, wow.
8-10.
That's 2 match points saved, and if nothing else, that's a confidence boost.
a bold shot there from Ionescu, and Shidong's getting a taste of his own medicine.
A shake of the head as well. He didn't like that. 2 more match points remain.
Goodness gracious me. I tell you what,
9.
where would you put
10.
Ionescu on this backhand list?
Well, he's up there, isn't he? It was a ripper, that one.
Timeout.
And they forced the Chinese pair into a timeout here for match points. And the Romanians are really coming into their own under pressure here. They're just playing for fun now, aren't they?
They're playing with such freedom with their back against the ropes. Could they save another, or could KUAI and Lin get over the line?
你先说，你想让他做什么？拧起来哪下去？那您要拧起来的话，就注意，就是他要偷你，就主要注意点，不要移动那么快，好吧？拧起来拧到什么位置？你看，你可以衔接，你看，这个球注意一下，你衔接就完了，是吧？如果你只想去变化的，想去摆的时候，回你的时候不去挑他了，不较这个劲儿了，哎，较这劲儿干嘛呀？他推那么远，他一摆一回，如果回也没问题，回。 轻轻再回他一个就 OK 了，回完往前跑，这样跑就等着这两边上手，不要去乱动，好吧？就这两个你啊。如果这球没拿下来没有关系，你知道吧？好吧，换过来以后是一样的，就要把你发球，对不对？还是一样逼着，如果是逼他这个球，想办法拉住他中间让他搏嘛，好。
Now the all-important timeout before the all-important match point. This is the final match point remaining for kuaiman and Lin Shidong. They had their chances at 10-6, 10-7, 10-8, and now 10-9. Well, they get it done.
3 games
kuaiman
to
and Lin
0.
Shidong, the #1 ranked pair in the world, through in 3.
And absolutely no emotion on their faces. Absolutely nothing between them, just a tap of the hand, yet we won. But we were disappointed that we won. After what, 3-4 match points saved. God, they're perfectionists, these two, aren't they?
By their standards, is that a bad match?
Yeah. For their standards, that's a bad match, but they beat these two 3-0. That tells you all you need to know about the Chinese standards.
Impossibly high, it would seem, but congratulations to Lin Shidong and kuaiman into the final, the first pair through to the final. Congratulations as well to Bernadette Szőcs and Eduard lonescu, though, because they have had their best ever run at a tournament, and they've done so at a smash level as well. So that is a brilliant achievement for the Romanian pair. Well, they look stony-faced. The top seeds here, plenty to think about, you suspect, heading into the final. There we go then, that's how the mixed doubles draw looks. kuaiman, Lin Shidong the first to seal their place in the